Guess who this character is?
Dennis. Dennis is a big, silver diesel engine who often tries to get out of doing work. He's not bad at heart. He just prefers relaxing rather than pulling heavy loads. Sometimes he'll make excuses, like pretending to be broken down, just so he doesn't have to work. But even though Dennis can be a bit lazy, the other engines still see that he has a good side deep down. What's fun about Dennis is that he always adds a bit of mischief to the railway. When he finally does put an effort, he shows that he can be really useful too. His stories remind us that while it's okay to enjoy resting, everyone feels happier when they help out and do their part. Dennis may not always be the hardest worker, but he certainly makes the island of Sodor a more interesting place.
Guess who this character is?
Derek. Dennis is a big silver diesel engine who loves to take it easy. Unlike most engines on Sodor, Dennis isn't very excited about hard work. In fact, he often tries to avoid it by pretending to be broken down or making excuses so someone else will do the job for him. It's not that he's mean. He just really enjoys relaxing more than pulling trucks or coaches. Even though Dennis can be lazy, he's still a fun character to have around. The other engines sometimes get frustrated with him, but they also know he has a good heart. When Dennis finally decides to put in the effort, he shows that he can actually be very useful. Those moments make everyone, including Dennis himself, feel proud and happy. What's nice about Dennis is that he teaches us a simple lesson. Resting is fine, but helping others makes life brighter. He may not always be the busiest engine on the tracks, but his funny excuses and silly tricks make his stories memorable. And when Dennis finally gets moving, you can bet he'll make the railway a livelier and more cheerful place.
Guess who this character is?
Caroline is an elderly car who lives on Soder, and she's full of personality. Because she's old, she often wheezes, groans, and complains whenever she has to move too fast or work too hard. She's not built for racing around, but that doesn't stop her from being part of some exciting adventures. Even though Caroline likes to grumble, she still tries her best whenever someone needs her help. What's really sweet about Caroline is her caring nature. She may puff and pant while climbing hills or chasing after engines, but deep down she's loyal and dependable. The other characters know that when Caroline is around, she'll always do her best, even if she moans about it along the way. That mix of fussiness and kindness makes her such a fun character to watch. Caroline shows us that even those who aren't the fastest or the strongest still have an important role to play. Her stories are cheerful reminders that a good heart matters more than speed. Plus, her funny complaints and old-fashioned charm make her one of the most lovable little helpers on the island of Soder.
Guess who this character is?
Dexter. Dexter is a bright red rail car with a very big heart. When he first appeared on Soder, Dexter was old and broken down, sitting unused in a siding. He felt sad and useless, thinking his days of being helpful were over. But underneath the rust and dents, Dexter still had a cheerful spirit just waiting to shine again. One day, Thomas and the children from the school discovered Dexter and decided he deserved a second chance. With some care, repairs, and lots of love, Dexter was transformed from an abandoned railcar into a wonderful mobile classroom for the kids. This made him feel happier than ever because he finally had an important role again. What's lovely about Dexter is how kind and supportive he is. He enjoys listening to the children, encouraging their learning, and sharing in their laughter. Even though he doesn't run on the tracks like he used to, Dexter has found a brand new purpose that makes him just as useful as any engine. Dexter's story teaches us that everyone has value, no matter how old or worn out they may seem. Sometimes, all it takes is a little creativity and kindness to discover someone's true potential. With his bright red paint, warm smile, and caring nature, Dexter brings joy to everyone around him. And that's what makes him so special on the island of Soder.